everyone. So I'm going to be responding to some criticism that I received, and also I'm going to be talking about unlisting, like 3 videos that I unlisted. I don't delete videos. That being said, it's been quite a while since I've unlisted a video in its entirety. Um, the last time I did it was pretty much when I first started uploading, before I was uploading consistently. Due to I use this stuff for more private things. So, and also I'm going to be talking about some of behind the scene things. Whatever you're seeing in the background is going to be random ass gameplay. So first I'm going to start off with background things that happen that y'all don't necessarily see. First and foremost, at least how the Return to Yharnam series is working, because I'm forcing myself to upload with a semi-consistent schedule I'm uploading everything within a week. I'm basically in a cycle of, when I uploaded the first video, I was recording the second video, and today I'm editing the second video, posting it. I'm going to be recording no. So, yesterday I uploaded the first, edited this while editing the second. And then, getting gameplay up to for the third episode, and today I'm editing that, uploading the previous episode, recording the last one. Then I won't have enough time tomorrow because I have to go into work earlier, but it'll be uploaded on Thursday. That'll be the last episode of Return to Yharnam. That's not how these. This is not necessarily how videos work most of the time. Most of the time, they're quite a bit spaced out. And after Return to Yharnam, uploads are kind of going to slow down. Like, probably instead of seeing like maybe two a week, you'll probably will only be seeing one video a week, because I got IRL stuff going on and my work schedule is absolutely destroyed. Gotta resist swearing. Now, to address some of the criticism that I received on the videos, the 3 videos are what I had dubbed at the time to be Beginner's Guide and How to Do Damage for Titan, the Guide for Warlocks, and the Guide for Hunters. Interestingly enough, I only received criticism for the Warlock one. The Hunter one, I understand because it hasn't been up for longer, and the Titan one didn't have any comments under it. That one I was kind of surprised by. Those of you that have watched it, uh, I'm kind of curious as far as why there wasn't any major criticism for it, why I didn't have any comments for it, because that I found to be pretty weird that the Warlock one was the only one that got comments under it. Also, I would not have unlisted the Warlock, Titan, or Hunter one if the Warlock one did not blow up as much as it did. It's sitting at like 800 views, and this is not a video that it's sitting at 870 views, and that's not. These videos are not a good representation of my channel. For those of you that have not been on the channel for a pretty decent amount of time, I'm not a Destiny 2 channel. I do a Destiny 2 video every once in a while, but in the earlier stages, I sort of was, but I'm more of a Soulsborne / newer games channel. I'm not really a Destiny 2 particular like YouTuber. Now, so addressing like a couple of the comments, right? First of all, something I'm going to say right now, if you just put waste of time, too long, it's not helpful, I'm not going to respond. That's just how it's going to be. If all you have to say is just one little off thing that's undescript or anything like that, or completely unconstructive, I'm not going to bother responding. This also sort of goes for the same as far as like, I like the videos. I see almost every single comment. Like if you comment on one of the older videos, I might not get the notification for it. That's one of those instances where I might not see it. But if it's like the content, then I'll just like it, but I won't necessarily like respond to it, just because I'm a recluse in real life, so it's not necessarily easy for me to communicate with people. I struggle with that pretty badly a lot, so but I appreciate comments like Zarsky and R. Johnson that had some actual genuine criticism. I appreciate y'all. I hope people like that stick around to see the actual content improve. Um, so there's that. Secondly, kind of how these videos came to be is before I get into the actual content of the videos themselves, how they kind of came to be is a little bit strange. So I initially recorded, so I started a new account, right? I tabbed over, I created a new account on Steam so I could restart, I could see what the new light experience was kind of like. And it was like Billy Bob Trolley or something like that. And I recorded the Guardian Rises quest, all the early stage stuff. That being said, when I was editing it and I tried to condense it as much as I could, but there wasn't necessarily a guide for that quest in particular, like on YouTube, that I found. For context, I this became an issue when I tried to take my mother through Destiny 2, and how Bungie operates is a lot of the new beginning quests you can only do by yourself. You can't like have a veteran help you out through the quest or anything like that, which I don't see why that's the case. So it was kind of difficult because I couldn't see her screen because she lives like on the other side of the country. So, and before that, when I was guiding my girlfriend through it, through Destiny 2, I was able to see her screen. When I was guiding a coworker through the game, he had experience with FPSs, so it wasn't that bad. And it was also sort of before Guardian Rises was a thing, so that it made things a lot easier. So I was trying to keep as much of it in as possible. But that didn't work out, and the video itself, unedited, was like 2.5 hours long, and edited, it was like an hour and a half long. So so I thought that, I shouldn't really post it because it's too long. I was worrying about the length of the video, because at least on YouTube, a lot of the times, longer videos don't really get get bumped, while like they don't get a lot of attention to them, but shorter videos do. So that was something I was kind of struggling with. And I still have the time video recorded, but I have already started the process of re-recording stuff. I deleted my Hunter, and I've started a new, but I kept an Eager's Edge sword so I could go through it just a little bit faster while still showing where to go from point A to point B. Um, so the plan, and so after I started editing, I was like, this might be a mistake. So then I was like, okay, it won't necessarily be for like particular like new lights, but explaining what fragments to get and stuff, because that stuff can be confusing. I decided, okay, I'll just upload videos on the fragments, what exotics are good, which ones are not. So that's when I started recording the Titan one first. I had sort of a plan for my Titan video. I was like, okay, I'm going to talk about fragments first, then exotics, and then I'm going to do the damage cycle for a Titan. Because I'll be honest, a lot of Titans don't necessarily know how to properly use Thunder Crash and Burning Maul. Like, I'll be using the same setup as other people, and they don't, their damage isn't nearly as high. So, it's like, okay, I'll just show how to properly do true damage Titan and, um, with Titan with Arc and Lament. I did show the Lament combo in that video. And for the Warlock video, I sort of had the same plan, but a mild issue that kind of happened was I got a call from my great aunt about my grandfather's passing. So so there was an abrupt cut, and it was kind of hard to get back onto that same track because I forgot where I was a lot of the time, and there wasn't a true proper way to jointly put the two recordings together like smoothly. So the Warlock video was kind of scuffed. And Warlocks, a lot of the time, it's just a lot of the Destiny 2 community doesn't know how to do damage necessarily. And I'll be strictly honest, my rotations are not great for Warlock specifically. Because most of the time, I'm stuck on Well if I'm using Warlock and Divinity. Because I have Cenotaph, which is a Warlock helmet that for trace rifles. I'm not going to explain it too much, but I'm usually running Well, Cenotaph, and Divinity. So I haven't practiced as much with Warlock rotations. And Hunter, I decided not to show any damage rotation at all, because for Hunters, your damage rotation is literally just super. You can throw a grenade in there and just heavy weapon. For Titanus, not as simple because for Thunder Crash, you have to travel a certain amount of distance, and to optimize that, you throw a grenade first, so you're still doing tick damage while you're traveling. And Burning Maul is a little bit iffy as well to build up Scorch stacks. Something I did not mention, Burning Maul does not stack. Only one person should be using it. It does not stack. At least the ignitions don't. So, I've unlisted these videos for the fact that they're not necessarily for new beginners. There's some stuff in these videos that help out veterans, and I decided that I've re-record Guardian Rises, then go over Guardian Rank 2, because I think that's where you start after Guardian Rises. Go over Guardian Rank 2 in one video, go through Guardian Rank 3, then Guardian Rank 4, then Guardian Rank 5, and once we get reach Guardian Rank 5, I will be linking these guides, because at that point, you do have all fragments unlocked, and I don't know understand why they have locked them, but at that point you do have all fragments unlocked, and at that point you can start really going for exotics. I think at Guardian Rank 5, I think that's a good spot for these videos to be at. So that's where I will be linking these three videos once I've put out Guardian Rank 5. Let me know in the comments if y'all think it would fit either in Guardian Rank 6 or Guardian Rank 4. I don't want to put them any earlier than that. And also something that I mentioned was, well, in some of the comments, if you check the description of these now unlisted videos, I did have a Google Doc for raid weapon god rolls. I don't know where exactly to put those where else. Something else that I am going to mention is a lot of content does get recorded but never uploaded on the channel. That's something that just happens to happen. Usually I'll record something and I'm like, I don't really like how that turns. I don't really like how that is. And also, I kind of struggle with the fact that I don't really show my face very often. There's only one other instance on the channel that I've showed my face, and that was during the Kermit the Pimp series. So I feel like I can't really do things like tier list videos without my face showing. Um, like it's one of those things where I don't know what to do. Like, of course I have every exotic weapon ranked, recorded, and everything. I have expansion tier list, recorded. I even have like my Souls music, my top 5 Souls, like Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls music recorded, but it's one of those things where is it really going to be that worth it if I don't show my face? Um, it's just one of those complicated things. But yeah, those are kind of some of the behind the scenes things that are happening. Those are some of the plans for the future. I'm gonna try to condense videos down further, except for videos like this where I'm explaining things a little bit more. Um, so I'm gonna try, and also something I forgot to mention, I will be also uploading a video somewhere when I think it's appropriate, a explaining all of the Destiny 2 vocabulary. That means even outside of just the actual verbs in game, but things like what ads mean, what does ADS mean, and all of that stuff. I'll be explaining that stuff in one singular video to help for help with Destiny 2 vocabulary. And I think eventually because builds are so simplified, I might put, hey, how to put a Destiny 2 build together. So that's those are the plans for the channel. It's going to take me some time to do, so just give me a little bit of time. I'm going to try to finish it all before final shape, all in 1 month. It's going to take a lot of work, but I'm going to try to get through it. But not no. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. If y'all have any criticism for the Soulsborne videos, I would also help, because I don't really have a particular style on those. If y'all think those Soulsborne videos are fine, let me know that as well. Another really important question for the Elden Ring DLC: would you prefer bosses, mostly areas, or just both? Let me know about that in the comments below, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.